Yeah, so I'm Almaz and I'll be your host for today's session. And I would like to thank the school, HPS Begumpet, especially Ms. Reena, for coordinating with us to organize this fair. And I also want to thank all the delegates, all the representatives who are with us. And students, today we have top Indian and overseas universities with us. So we'll start with a short introduction with them, and then we'll move on to the Q&A session where I will take all your questions. So you can post your questions in the Q&A box and we'll take them simultaneously. The reps can take the questions simultaneously while the introductions are going on, or they can mark the question and they can take it live after the introductions. So we'll start with the intros right now. Or Reena ma'am, do you want to say a few words before starting with the introductions?
Uh, yeah, sure, ma'am. Grade 9 to 11, whatever situation they are in, they always need the awareness. They always need to listen to the university people. So it's again an effort from our side that whosoever are motivated enough should be able to get that awareness. And we are happy to have you over here. Please, we'll be obliged if you attend to the call of our students and help them with sorting out whatever they decide to do in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. They are definitely here to help them. So I will very quickly start with the OP Jindal University. We were supposed to start with the overseas universities today, but we'll start with OP Jindal University as he has to leave in another 5 minutes. So, Mr. Shailendra, over to you.
Thank you so much, Almas. So are we supposed to show the presentation or just introduce
Yes,
the
yes, 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 yes. You have 3 to 4 minutes
presentation,
with
right?
you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So students, you can simultaneously post your questions in the Q&A box and Mr. Shailendra will take the questions because he's
Is my
here
screen visible?
for a short time. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, thank you so much. Very good morning to everyone. My name is Shailendra and I am representing OP Jindal Global University. It's a philanthropic initiative by Mr. Naveen Jindal. The university is located in Sonipat, Delhi NCR. Established in 2009, we have been always quoted as one of the most promising and upcoming universities of this country. In fact, US ranking world agency has ranked us as the #1 private university in India. And also the central government has shortlisted us under the Institute of Eminence. Now, there are certain parameters, which has really helped us reach these milestones. And they have also won accolades to us in this education space. But given the paucity of time, I would not get into the depth of all the points, but I'll just touch base few of them for your reference. But I also request you all to please visit the website for in-depth information of all these programs. We are a multidiscipline university, so every semester students get an opportunity to select subject electives from more than 200 subjects, and almost every semester we have 150 plus students selecting, going for semester exchange programs through these electives. There is a reason why we call ourselves as a global university. One, the faculty student ratio. We maintain a faculty student ratio of 1:10. And most of the faculties at JGU come with a rich experience of academics and industry. Almost 80% of the faculties at JGU have international degrees with them, out of which 50% faculties have degrees from top 200 global universities. We have a student mobility program. So in this, which include the short-term study abroad program, semester exchange program, and dual degree program. We have collaborations with 250 plus universities for these kind of programs. And these are exclusive tie-ups. Out of 52 countries, we have tie-ups. These universities. Talking about the student life, it's an active campus throughout the year. Whenever you will visit the campus, you will find students, involved in cultural festivals and sports activities. In fact, I extend this invitation to you to please visit the campus once when the things get normalized. It's a residential campus, so all the amenities and facilities are taken care of in the campus itself. What after JGU? So at once, on one hand, when the faculties are taking care of your intellectual skill sets, there's a department which is taking care of internships and placements. So throughout the year, they help you in conducting mock interviews, group discussions. They invite the companies for internships and final placements. The programs that we are offering as of now are 18 undergraduate programs, BA LLB honors, BBA LLB honors, BBA honors plus MBA, BBA honors, legal studies, global affairs, political science, economics, social science and policy, liberal arts and humanities, journalism and media studies, environment studies, entrepreneurship and finance, psychology and counseling, BCom honors, BArch, BA built environment studies, and B design. So again, I'll request you all to please visit the website for in-depth information of all these programs, the curriculum and the faculties associated with these programs. Coming to the admission process, it's a holistic admission process for all the programs except for law and architect program. In case if you're applying for the law program, you need to appear for LSAT India examination. And if you're applying for the architect program, then you need to appear for the NATA examination. For rest of the programs, it's a three-step process. It's an online process. You need to go online, fill in the application, submit the application. The second step is giving the online entrance test called JSAT, General Scholastic Aptitude Test. In case if you have appeared for your SAT examination, then you can share your SAT score. On the basis of your SAT score, you will be eligible to the last round, that is the interview with the faculties. Okay, that's all from my end. Thank you so much, Elmas. In case if there are any questions, we are happy to answer them.
Yeah. Thank you, Shailendra. Thank you very much. So, students, if you have any query, kindly post your questions in the Q&A box. Mr. Shailendra is with us for next 5 minutes, and then he'll leave due to his prior commitments. So we'll start with our usual thing. So I'll call upon Ms. Nilanjana Shin from Trinity College, Dublin. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Almas. I'll quickly share my screen.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nilanjana Shin, and I'm the Senior Recruitment Advisor for Trinity College, Dublin. I'm delighted to be here today to talk to you about Trinity and how it can add a unique edge and acceleration to both your education as well as your career path. But before telling you about Trinity, I'll provide a quick and a brief overview of Ireland to give you an insight about the real post-study as well as while you are studying, what are the kind of opportunities that you can find yourself with. Just allow me a moment. So this is about Ireland, and I'll quickly move on to the next slide to talk about the post-study career outcomes and also the abundance of industry interface that is really so important and is so readily available through projects, through internships and part-time job opportunities during your journey as a student. So Ireland is the fastest growing economy in Europe, and that is due to the presence of over 1,200 leading global companies. A majority of these companies have their European headquarters here, and according to OECD, Ireland is said to be the least negatively impacted by the COVID pandemic, while being the one to bounce back quickest among all EU countries, and that is because Ireland is one of the most resilient economies in the world. With Brexit, it is now the only English-speaking country in the European Union. It offers a one-year stay-back or job search visa for international students. ICT, financial services, medical tech, and biopharma are the key sectors of Irish economy. It is world's second largest exporter of IT and computer services. Global giants like Google, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, IBM, LinkedIn, Twitter, Intel, Accenture, HP, they all have their European headquarters in Ireland, while Dublin is Europe's hub of eminent gaming companies like EA, Big Fish, PopCap, Zynga, Jolt, Havoc, Riot Games, just to name a few. Neck to neck with ICT is the financial services sector, which is led by more than 250 global firms, including 25 major banks of the world. Ireland is also the top European country for international pharmaceutical investment, with over 300 leading biotech, pharma, and biopharma companies. Last but certainly not the least is the medical technology sector that has made Ireland a global leader and the second largest employer of medtech professionals in Europe. We have more than 450 world-leading companies, thus offering substantial employment opportunities for science and engineering graduates. Ireland is also the most entrepreneurial country in Europe, so there is a lot of support available in terms of funding and mentorship for all kinds of startups. Coming now to Trinity, which was founded in 1592 and is one of the 7 ancient universities of the world, along with Oxford and Cambridge, and also the #1 university in Ireland. Trinity has actively built on its tradition of academic excellence, and in our 428th year, we are ranked 101st in the world and among the top 100 for employability of our graduates. We are also the most entrepreneurial university in Europe for the 6th consecutive year now. This is an aerial view of our 47-acre campus, which is located right in the heart of Dublin city centre as a part of the Global Innovation Hub. You can see all the corporates that we are surrounded with. This slide reflects our identity as a world-leading modern university with our sights fixed firmly on the future. So we offer 4 years honors courses, and we have 3 faculties and 24 schools that offer courses in all academic disciplines ranging from business, psychology, law, history, English, economics, political science, sociology, philosophy, film studies, and music, right up to computer science and engineering. Our School of Computer Science is among the top 100 in the world, and it houses national research centers, which you can see right here. One is ADAPT and the other is Connect. These are funded by national bodies, which is the Science Foundation Ireland. And both for computer science and engineering, we also offer 5 years integrated master degrees, which will include a 6-month paid internship component. Our engineering programs, the first 2 years are common, and towards the end of the second years, students will choose their specializations. These are the 6 specializations that we offer. For a majority of our programs, we are ranked among the top 100 in the world. And also that our graduates are the most highly sought after by top employers in Ireland, and we have an unmatched track record of tech startups as well. Our general entry requirements are a minimum of 80% aggregate, along with an English proficiency certificate like IELTS or TOEFL or PTE. For 2021, we are also accepting Duolingo. For IB, the overall points required range between 32 to 237 depending on the program, and you can also see the requirements for A-levels. Additionally, programs like science, computer science, engineering, and business have subject-specific requirements, which I can talk about in case there are some specific questions. We have one intake in September, and applications commence on 1st October of the previous year. All applications are online through the course page on our website, and we issue conditional offers on the basis of predicted grades and 2 academic LORs that are mandatory. Our annual fee range between 19,000 euros for all programs which are offered by the Faculty of Arts and Humanities to about 26,000 euros for all lab-based STEM programs, and the estimated all-inclusive living costs are 13,000 euros per year. We offer a small number of partial one-time scholarships of 5,000 euros. These are merit-based scholarships for which the students can apply after they have received an offer for us. We also offer dedicated scholarships for our engineering and science programs, which include an award of 4,000 euros for every year of the program. Being conscious of the time, I will not go into the finer details, but I'll be very happy to provide further information. So please feel free to reach out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. So now moving on from Ireland to the Caribbean, I would like to invite Ms. Priyanka Mishra from St. George's. Priyanka,
yeah, hi, thanks Almas. Thank you so much. A very good morning to everybody. Please spare me for a minute. I'm just trying to share my screen to all of you. Great, I hope it's visible.
Yes, it's there.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. So my name is Priyanka, and I take care of the recruitment of students from the schools span India. And I'm there to help you and assist you with all your admission related queries or concerns or anything that you would want to know about the admission process or the program itself. Moving on very quickly, what you see on the screen is a phenomenal place, which is the St. George's University Grenada flagship campus. I'm sure as it suggests, as the picture suggests, it doesn't look any less than a 7 or a 5-star resort, to be honest. It's a comprehensive 66 building, $250 million campus. And it won't be wrong if I say that it's a small American city based in the Caribbean islands, right? So the first thing that any student who wants to study medicine, outside India would ask us that, will I get a US residency? Right. So the very happy answer to this question is that yes, you will. It is very, very likely that you will get a US residency after you come out of St. George's, because we are the #1 providers into first year US residencies, not 1, 2, 3, 4 years, but for 10 years combined. We placed about 961 US resident doctors in 2019, about 1,100 doctors in 2020. And this makes us the second largest source of licensed physicians to the current US workforce. What you see on the screen right now is a very important figure for you being an international student, because it says that 91% of eligible non-US, which is international students, which is you, who applied for US postgrad programs, which is the residency programs, obtained it in the same year of their graduation. Now, 91% placement is a phenomenal figure as far as medicine is concerned. Right. The next question that hits your mind when you think about a medical school is, what is the exposure in terms of the clinical network? What is how many hospitals are you related to? What is the lab work that we do, right? So I'm very happy to tell you that St. George's has a network, which is the biggest network of clinical hospitals. We've got 70 plus hospitals in our kitty, where my students can do the clinical internship or the clinical rotation, as it is known as in the US. It will be for 80 weeks, which is 2 full years. It is a part of the program, it is mandatory, and the St. George's University helps you get into these. The best part is that you don't have to stay at one hospital for the entire 2 years. You can skip and hop between hospitals in the same city, in the same country, and skip and hop between US and UK as well. That adds a lot of exposure to your profile. Now, very quickly telling you about the licensing programs, licensing exams. Yes, we do prepare you for the licensing exams, both in US and in UK, which are one of the most important countries. For US, it is USMLE, which is United States Medical Licensing Exam. And for the UK, it is PLAB. We prepare you for both. The best part is that the preparation of this exam is inbuilt in my curriculum. So there's nothing that you have to study extra, in terms of time or in terms of material. Everything that you study right from day one for your university exam at St. George's is exactly what you have to prepare for these licensing exams, which is why my conversion, my student pass rate for USMLE Step 1 is a phenomenal 96%. Right. Now, this is an extremely important slide, and I'll go through it very, very quickly. So the high school students in India get into my 5-year program, which is this bracket, right? You straight away get into the last year of the undergrad as per the North American medical system of education, followed by the 4-year of MD, which is identical to the US MD. So in total, it's a 5-year program. This saves a lot of your time, a lot of your money, and you don't have to go through any exams like SAT or MCAT or UKCAT. The only thing that we need in terms of the admission process is a 80% in your 12th grade overall and individually in all the sciences. We'll need your IELTS score. We need a 7-band overall and individually in all the 4 skills. And lastly, we just need you to crack a behavioral interview, a non-academic interview that will happen before you're getting the offer on place. As you can just see, and I want to highlight, these are the last 2 years that you can do your clinical internship outside Grenada, which is in UK or US. You can also start the program in our flagship campus in Grenada. You can also start the program in UK if you want, because we are tied up with Northumbria University in Newcastle. And I'm sorry, the Indian flag is missing from here, but you can also start the program in India at Ramaya College, Bangalore. For any more details, please feel free to just ping me. I'm here for the whole session. You can always post your questions to me. I'll be sharing my contact details in the chat board as well. Please feel free to reach out. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you.
There's a lot more to tell you, but I'm conscious of time. So please reach out if you have more questions.
Yeah, thank you, Priyanka. So students, if you have any queries, please start posting your questions in the Q&A box so that the reps can take them simultaneously. So now moving on to the Winter Wonderland, I would like to invite Mr. Udeep from Swiss Education. Udeep, over to you.
Yes, good morning. Thank you, Almas. Thank you, Ms. Reena. Good morning, students. I am Udeep, and I am the business manager for Swiss Hospitality Education Group. We are a chain of 5 hospitality schools in Switzerland. So yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, okay, great. So we are Swiss Education Group. We have 5 hospitality schools under us, which is related to hotel management, culinary arts, business management. We also have towards the finance, HR, accounts, and resort and wellness management, chocolate and pastry art. So I will come to the individual courses in my slides. So why Switzerland? Switzerland as a very popular destination for the hospitality and culinary, and Switzerland being the pioneer for the culinary arts and hospitality sector. We have the great resorts, and we also have the various hotel industries which have originated from Switzerland. And Switzerland being in the heart of the Europe, it is very much accessible to other countries as well. And also chocolate, Lindt chocolate, which is famous, was started in Lucerne, where one of our campuses are there as well. And also Switzerland being the has a very strong economy, and all the companies' headquarters are located in Switzerland, in various places in Switzerland, in Zurich, in Geneva, in Lucerne, and various other places. So yeah, we have a total students of almost 6,000 students. We have almost 111 nationalities from various countries. We also the students who come to study at our campuses, they also get an opportunity to learn either French or German or Spanish. So now coming to the geographical location of our campuses, we have our campuses in various locations. We have our campuses in Montreux, we have a campus in Le Bouvet, then Brick, then Lucerne, which is all the campuses are very close to Geneva and Zurich. We have 5 schools, which the first one is the Caesaritz College Switzerland, which is Hospitality, Tourism, Entrepreneurship. Then we have the Culinary Arts Academy Switzerland. Then we have the Hotel Institute Montreux. Then we have the Swiss Hotel Management School. ICTI has been now merged with one of our schools, so it's no longer there. So now coming individually to our schools, the first school is the Caesaritz College Switzerland. It was founded by one of the very popular Mr. Ritz, who was the founder for Ritz Paris as well. So all our campuses are, winter resorts and hotels and palaces converted into schools. So also the students who will be coming and studying with us, they will be staying in our campus, and the fee structure, what the students will be getting, will be paying, includes the accommodation and the meals per day as well. So we have various courses. We have the Bachelor of International Business in Hotel and Tourism Management. I'll go a bit year by year. In year one, you'll be learning about the food and beverage management. In year two, you'll be learning about the rooms division and hospitality business. And in your third year, you'll be going and studying at a different campus, which is at the BRIC campus. We also have Master of International Business in Hotel and Tourism Management, Master of Arts in Entrepreneurship for the Global Hospitality and Tourism. We are in partnership with Washington State University and University of Derby. So you will be getting a dual degree, one from Washington State University and from CSURITS, and also University of Derby, which is for the master's program. Our various partners are UNWTO, which is the academic partner. Then the other school is the Culinary Arts Academy, which is the we have various courses in international business and culinary arts, Swiss Grand Diploma, then chocolate and pastry art. We have our various partners, Ritz, MAN, LSE, and various other industry partners. This is just to name a few. Then we have the Hotel Institute Montreux, which is we have the business side of the hotel industry. We have the business administration. We also have the blended MIT program. We have the MBA program. We are in various partnerships with Taguer, Edmond, and also FIBA, and we are in partnered with Northwood State University from America. We have the last school is the Swiss Hotel Management School. We have the various courses for bachelor's, postgraduate, master's program. As you can see, the beautiful campus here, it is located in Go, and also we are the Swiss Hotel Management School is the Apple Distinguished School, and also we are in partnership with University of Derby. We have various industry partners like the Atlantis, Contius, and various, and just to name a few. And this is just the graph of the career and community. We have our school, we have a career counseling department in our schools, and also an app which is accessible for the students if the student is looking for internship and for various jobs. After each year, the student will be going for an internship in Switzerland or anywhere in the world, and it will be a paid internship. At the end of the program, you will not only be having a degree to yourself, but also an internship experience. So it will be very, very easy for you to get a job after you graduate. We also have International Recruitment Forum, which takes place twice a year. And also the student gets recruited directly from our campus, from our various partners. These are our various partners. The admission process is you need to send us our academic documents, then the various other required documents, then IELTS. Then you will be sitting for an online interview. Then we also give a scholarship up to 30% to all Indian students. If you have any questions, I will leave my email address in the chat box. You can feel free to ask me any questions. Thank you very much. Thank you, Almas.
Thank you, Deep. Thank you very much. Before moving on to the next university, students, we are waiting for your questions. Kindly start posting your queries in the Q&A box. So now we'll move on to Canada. I would like to invite Ms. Deepa from Queen's University.
Thank you, Almas, and good morning once again, Hyderabad Public School. My name is Deepa, and I represent Queen's University and focusing on undergraduate students. I will quickly share my screen. Perfect. Thank you once again. Queen's, is a well-known name in Canada and in India and across the world. It's been existing in the country, in Canada, for a very long time. It's one of the oldest, degree granting university that was formed in the country back in the year 1841. And since then, we've been, as it says, educating future leaders for more than 176 years now. Queen's, when it started, Canada didn't have the status of the country, and 26 years later, Canada was formed. So technical university is older than the country. Queens is very prominently located in one of the most popular provinces of Canada, which is Ontario, in the city of Kingston, which is literally, a middle point, equidistance from both Toronto and Ottawa. It's right in the middle. So if you start traveling towards south, 2 hours plus, you will reach Toronto. And if you start traveling towards up in the north, you will reach Ottawa again in exactly 2 hours. Montreal is also not very far off. It's 3 hours drivable distance. And we touch upon the upstate New York side of US when it comes to sharing the borders. So places like Syracuse and Rochester can be literally reached in 45 minutes to 50 minutes drive. The blue water body in between is the Lake Ontario, although it's called a lake, but it's no less than a river. It's a huge water body, and we are on the banks of Lake Ontario. Kingston is a very, very old and historic place, and the campus of Queens is one of the oldest and still most beautiful campus in Canada. We still maintain those old limestone structures, of course, now combined with the modern infrastructure. The list that you can see on your screen is all the program areas under which all our undergraduate degrees are delivered. These are all faculties and departments. Some of these areas are direct entry programs. Some of them are no direct entry. So starting with Faculty of Arts and Sciences, it's the largest faculty at the university and houses about 65% of the first year students. It's got a massive portfolio of all the arts, humanities, pure sciences degrees, many combinations, all over 1800 degree options available within this faculty itself. Areas like music theater, music, fine arts, kinesiology, education, commerce. Commerce is our business school, and the Bachelor's of Commerce is the only business degree that we offer at the undergrad level. So commerce, nursing, health sciences, they are all direct entry programs. Direct entry means you start with your area of specialization, you start with your focus area from year one, semester one itself. You do not have to undergo a general or a common first year. Whereas areas like arts and sciences, computing, engineering, they are all, starts with a common or a general first year and leading to your majors and minors from second year onwards. Computing with us is a 50-year-old school. It has got 200 first-year places available and about 7 different top-notch specializations within computing. We've also got engineering, Faculty of Engineering and Applied Sciences, offering 12 different branches of engineering, and all, very, very renowned and been there for over like 70 to 100 years old. Faculty and attached with a lot of opportunities included in those 4 years. Queens has been always recognized as a top-notch institutions for its nursing health sciences. Health sciences also houses the School of Medicine, so for the future MD aspirants, that's a very top-notch faculty at Queens. Smith School of Business is a renowned business school across the world, currently standing at number 17th in the world for its business courses. Our MBAs are among the top 10, top 15 MBAs in the world, and the Bachelor's of Commerce program at the undergrad level is the top commerce degree in Canada, and is a very closely competitor, or you can say the name is kind of taken along with Rotman and Ivy Business School. They are Smith, Ivy, and Rotman are kind of very, very top business schools in the region of Ontario and across Canada. So all these together combined, offers about 5,000 first-year places at Queens. So around we every year welcome around 4,500 to 5,000 students on all these degree programs offered within these program areas, and we receive about 10 times more applications, which is around 50 to 55,000 applications every year to compete for those 5,000 places. These are some of the further statistics, and of course, Queen's has been a very respectable institution in Canada, and that is very well reflected through these statistics with our very high retention rate, graduation rate, and employment rate. It makes us a very sound institution to be in, to go through the degree experience of Queen's. We have been consistently also ranked very high in the McLean's ranking. McLean's is a publishing house that kind of gives ranking to the Canadian universities, and Queen's has always been very persistent in their ranking in the top 5 institutions in Canada on various aspects such as student satisfaction, such as quality degree programs, on research, on teaching, everything. We have been very highly rated. Some more interesting, facts, and I'll quickly cover 2 things. One is, of course, the internship bit. Canadian degrees are incomplete without offering you that in the real-time experience within your program, and we offer that through 3 major programs, internship programs. It's called QUIP, SWEP, and WSP. QUIP is a Queen's undergrad internship program. It's a 12 to 16 months non-stop internship that is attached to the courses, to the programs such as engineering, computing, arts and sciences, and now health sciences and life sciences as well. It's, as I said, it's a 12 to 16 month non-stop internship, and it comes in the middle of your program or in the 4th year, depending on how you are progressing in your degree. Since it's a 12 months long internship non-stop, you are leaving your academic degree for a period of this 12 months and completely engaged in the internship. You'll be under a contract with an employer, and it's a paid internship. And once you finish that, you graduate with a full-time experience of 12 months in Canada, and that adds a lot of values to your further career prospects. Summer work experience program is strictly attached to the business course. So BCom students undergo SWEP. They undergo 4 SWEPs in 4 years. Summer work experience, as the name suggests, is strictly in the summertime of Canada. We organize a 4 months internship every year for the Bachelors of Commerce students. So 4 SWEPs means 4 different experiences. And once again, you graduate with at least 12 months of working in Canada through these internships. These are so sound and so prominent that the 3rd or the 4th SWEP that student undergoes, most of the time they also receive a final placement offer, and their students are asked to finish the program and come back and work with them. So these are again very, very substantial for the students. Work study programs are designed by the Queen's University itself to help students in their financial circumstances. There are plenty of really good job opportunities on campus, since it's a massive campus, and we make sure that the students who are facing some financial difficulties are prioritized for work study programs. These are very well paid jobs, and that really helps you in managing your living in Kingston in Canada while you are studying at Queen's. And that also helps you in building up a good resume, a good credentials, because these are not just any odd jobs. These are very proper jobs that are strictly kind of related to your degree that you are pursuing, your area of specialization. I will not elaborate further on internships because of the limited time, but I'll also like to highlight another important aspect of Queen's degrees, that is international exchange. Since we are living in a world where everyone seems to be connected with every other entity or person around, Queen's is not working in silos. It is working with very, very renowned universities across the world. We have about 220 exchange partners in 40 countries, and we are working with some of the very top names across the world. In Asia, a group of 8 in Australia. Asia, we are working with NUS, NTU on the likes of Hong Kong University. There are many, many renowned names in China who we are partnered with. We are also working with top European business schools. And then we've also been in partnership with Russell Group in UK, very, very sound universities in US. So there are plenty of opportunities for students to attend an international exchange study abroad semester during their time at Queen's. And it is just not on papers. 87% average students across the faculties do attend an international exchange, of course, with no extra cost. Your Queen's tuition fees will cover the international exchange bit as well. We are not just on the sending side, we are also on the receiving side. So Queen's also welcomes 600 plus students every year to the campuses, to our campus. And so another great opportunity for our students to network and connect with students from coming from all over the world. And then finally, I will quickly take you through the entry requirements, but I'm here for the session till 12 and happy to take your questions. You can post. But we accept all the three major curriculums, and I believe the Hyderabad Public School offers a CBSE curriculum. But there is a range that is given here, which is 80 to 90%, depending on the program area you're applying for. This range, this particular requirement changes, but I'm giving you an overall range of 80 to 90% that is expected from the student, from an applicant applying for any program at Queen's. Of course, higher the better for scholarships. Taking an IELTS exam is highly recommended for a smooth visa processing to Canada. University may waive off on the basis of your past performances in English, but IELTS at some point of time should be taken by the student for, as I said, a smooth visa processing to Canada. Finally, these are some of the scholarship opportunities for the students, and the range starts from a minimum of $1,500 to $4,000 in the form of excellence scholarships, and it goes up to 20,000 Canadian dollars. Principal Excellence Scholarship is the highest value of scholarship that we award, and it is only awarded to the citizens of India. So all the applicants from India is considered for a Principal Excellence Scholarship, and no other nationality is given this value. This is spread over 2 years of your degree, and a $10,000 be deducted from your tuition fee for the first 2 years to award this scholarship. We have also got international admission scholarship, which is given $9,000 for first year only, and then of course the $1,500 and $4,000 scholarship for the first year only in the form of excellence scholarship. These are some of the scholarships which are merit based and only given on the basis of your high school performance 10th onwards. So 10th, possibly 11th. 11th is not mandatory, but if you have been a consistent performer in 11th, you have high chances, and your class 12th projected scores. That's what we look for these scholarships, and these are automatic, so there is no separate application. You just apply for the program and we will consider you for a possible scholarship. We are already open, and every year we start the application process on October 1st. February 1st, we closed down a few of the applications programs, which includes commerce, which is because it's highly competitive. We also closed down health sciences, life sciences, and nursing in the first round. That engineering computing is still open till 1st of March, and we will keep accepting them through OUAC. These are some of the steps that you should follow to kind of complete your application process. In the end, I would say keep your grades up. That's the only key to get into Queen's as well as get some scholarship from the university. Thank you so much. These are all the ways that you can stay connected with us. Follow us on a few of these social media handles to get an essence of what the Queen's community is all about. And you can also get in touch with me, but I'll put down these details in the chat box as well. Thank you once again, and over to you, Almas.
Thank you, Deepa. So very quickly, now moving on to the next university. I would like to invite Ms. Neha Dikshit from Vancouver Island University.
Thank you, Almas.
Neha, over to you.
A very good morning to all of you. My name is Neha, and I work for two Canadian universities, Vancouver Island University and King's University College at Western University. So let me just quickly share my screen so that I can start the presentation. So starting with Vancouver Island University, I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay.
It's there.
So Vancouver Island University is a public university and established in 1936. And we are located in Vancouver Island. So first of all, I would like to clarify this doubt, because whenever we talk about an island, an isolated or deserted place comes in our mind. But this is not the case with Vancouver Island. Vancouver Island, it's a huge piece of land. The length of this island is approximately 1,200 kilometers long, and we are situated at west coast of Canada. So as you can see in this map, we are situated very close to the city of Vancouver. However, there is no road connectivity. So if you wish to commute to Vancouver, the distance is 35 kilometers from Nanaimo. Nanaimo is the city where VIU is located. So if you wish to commute to Vancouver from Nanaimo, you can commute it by aeroplane, which take 20 minutes from Vancouver, or from Nanaimo to reach Vancouver, or you can use a ferry, which takes 1.5 hours from Nanaimo to reach Vancouver. And as I said, it's not a very deserted place. So in terms of the job opportunities, Nanaimo is the third important cities of British Columbia after Vancouver and Victoria. So you will get plenty of job opportunities in terms of travel and tourism, banking and finance, wine industry, and hospitality management, culinary management. Also, the advantage the students are getting, though they'll be staying in between two major cities of British Columbia, but the cost of living is very affordable. So the average cost of living is 10,000 Canadian dollars per year. Talking about a few more facts about VIU. So right now, 15,000 students are studying full-time programs at VIU, and they are studying 120 plus programs starting from VIU High School. So VIU has its own high school on campus. We are offering the classes from nursery to grade 12, and then we have one adult foundation year program for O-level students. So after completion of their O-level in their home countries, the student can go for this 1 year foundation program and then move to the bachelor's degree with VIU or any other universities in Canada. Also, our average class size, irrespective of the program, is 34, because this is one of the important factor when you're considering a university, because this kind of a small class size gives you an opportunity to have an intensive communication with your faculty members, and every faculty member knows you by your name, so it's kind of help you to build a personalized relationship with your faculty members or classmates. Out of 15,000 students, 2,300 are the international students coming from 93 different countries. So you can imagine the kind of a diversity we have on our campus. Why a student should consider VIU? These are some of the unique point about VIU. So as I mentioned, we have our own high school as well. Also, apart from that, we do offer few language support courses. So if you wish to upgrade your English, or unfortunately, if you're not meeting our program requirement in terms of English language proficiency scores, you can take up our English language program and upgrade the language. Then we have our own designated faculty of international education. Also, if you are afraid of the extreme weather conditions of Canada, so let me tell you, this is not the case with VIU because of the location. VIU is located very close to the Pacific Ocean, which is a warm water ocean. That's why the weather throughout the year is very pleasant. During summer, it can go up to -1 or -2, but not below than that. So it is quite manageable by the student from India. Also, Nanaimo is a very safe city and very student-friendly city. The cost of living is very affordable. So these are the programs we are offering at VIU starting from the high school. Then we have undergraduate diploma program as well as degree programs. And once you're done with your undergraduate program, you can go to our graduate program, which are also called master's program in India. And if you're looking for a credit transfer program, we do accept the student who have completed 1 year or 2 years in India and would like to continue their program in Canada. Apart from that, we have few language and culture related programs, which are the short courses. With all our undergraduate degrees, we are giving you an option to exit after completion of 2 years. So it's kind of an exit option for all these students. If they wish to leave the program or take a study gap, or maybe wish to work after completion of 2 years program at VIU, there's an exit option. And in that case, the students will be awarded diploma in the respective field. For all our undergraduate programs, we have September is our major intakes. So there are few programs which are open for January intake as well. But for September, we have all the programs open. Right now, we are accepting the applications for September 21. And the sooner you will apply, you will have enough time to apply for your visa, because right now the visa processing time is longer than expected. The minimum requirement for all our undergraduate programs are, we are looking for minimum 70% in grade 12 and minimum 70% in grade 12 maths. So mathematics is a mandatory criteria for all our undergraduate programs, whether it's hospitality, business, or culinary management. We have these faculties on campus. So we are offering arts, humanities, and social sciences program. We are offering degrees in tourism, recreation management, and hospitality. In culinary management, bachelor's of education, bachelor of sciences. So we do not offer medicine related program, but we have bachelor of sciences in chemistry, zoology, biology, chemistry, earth science, and geosciences. And then we do offer an engineering certificate program, under which you can spend 1 year at Vancouver Island University, and then you can transfer your program from second year to the other universities like University of Victoria, University of British Columbia, and you can start studying there from year second into engineering programs. Then we have health and human services related programs. So we have dental hygiene, we are offering physical education program. And if you are looking for something related to design and performing arts, we do offer graphic designing, interior designing program. And apart from your academics, for such programs, we need a very strong portfolio, and interview is also the part of selection criteria. And related to management, we are offering bachelor's in business administration. For all these programs, except for tourism and recreation and management, grade 12 maths is a mandatory requirement. But if you do not have grade 12 maths, you can still apply to VIU for any of the programs on a condition that you have to upgrade maths in the year 1 during your study at VIU. So if you apply without maths, you will be offered a program called Expo Studies, which you can see in this slide as well. So Expo is basically giving you the opportunity to upgrade mathematics before joining the core program. Apart from the academics, we do offer a variety of student services for you. So if you have any question related to your specialization, which you're allowed to choose in the second year of your program. So irrespective of the program you're applying to, you're allowed to take your major and minors after completion of year 1. So it is not mandatory to declare your specialization at the time of application. If you're finding it difficult to decide which course or which specialization will be a value addition into your academic profile, you can get in touch with our academic counselor. If you have any question related to your visa or working part-time, you can get in touch with our immigration counselor. Apart from that, we do offer on-campus residences. And if you do not wish to stay on campus residences, because it is not mandatory at all, you can either go for homestay option if you would like to gain some Canadian family experience. So you can stay with a Canadian family. We usually call this PG in India, or you can choose to go for off-campus housing. So we have a team on campus who can help you to register for the residences, or all the Canadian universities, Canadian families who would like to host the international applicants. They can register themselves to the university via, and once you reach at the country, we will assign you the host. And off-campus housing is also there. And if you would like to participate in any extracurricular activity or sports-related activities, we have various teams or clubs on campus. So you're allowed to participate from the very first semester. This is the tuition fee for all our undergraduate programs. So the average tuition fee for all the undergraduate program is 20,000 Canadian dollars per year. And the living cost is another $10,000 per year. And we have an interesting tool on our website called Cost Calculator, which will help you to understand more about the living cost in the city and what extra cost you have to bear while studying at VIU. The application is online, so first you have to check your eligibility. I'll be sharing my contact details, so if you have any question regarding the eligibility criteria, you can send me an email or you can call me. And after checking your eligibility, the application is online. You have to go to the website, fill up the application form, upload all the documents along with your application. And the application fee is $150 Canadian. And Once we receive your application, we'll assign you an admission officer who will start review your application. Our processing time, the application processing time right now is 3 to 4 weeks. And being a grade 12 student, you are allowed to apply for a conditional acceptance. So you can apply on the basis of your predictive scores. And if your IELTS or TOEFL is pending, that is absolutely fine. These are my contact details. So if you have any further question related to VIU, you can get in touch with me on these coordinates. And let me just quickly brief you about the other institution which I represent, which is King's University College, which is again a Canadian university, and it is affiliated with the University of Western Ontario. So it's King's University College at Western University, and we are located in a city called London, not London, UK, but London, Canada. And London is 2 hours drive from Toronto, and it is also known as the 11th largest cities in Canada. As I mentioned, King's is affiliated with the University of Western Ontario. The distance between both the campuses, the main campus of Western and King's, is only 10 minutes walk. That's why we are allowing our students to take some of their classes at the main campus of Western also. If you talk about the ranking of Western, it's a top 10 comprehensive universities in Canada. And for business and liberal arts, it's ranked number 5th in Canada. And after completion of your program, as you can see in the slide, your final degree will be issued from the Western University. Also, at King's, you are allowed to take interdisciplinary major and minors. It means your specializations are not limited to the faculty you are joining. So even being a business student, you are allowed to take your specialization from the Faculty of Arts or from the Faculty of Social Sciences. The Western degree is recognized nationally and internationally. King's is a business and liberal arts school of Western University, but after completion of your undergraduate degree from King's, you're allowed to start your graduate programs from Western, or you can move to any other country or any other provinces in Canada. Our average class size is 54. And apart from the academic programs, we do offer comprehensive student services for all the applicants. Right now, 3,500 students are studying at King's, out of which 20% are the international students. And the employment rate with all our program is above 90%. The reason being, we do offer internship with each of our programs. If I talk about the program offerings, we have business and liberal arts related programs, all 4-year undergraduate degrees. So this is our first program, which is Bachelor of Arts, and I listed some of the specialization which you can take in the year Sec 2. So again, like Vancouver Island University, at King's also your first year will be common, where you will be studying all the subjects related to your preferences, and once you move to your year second, you can choose your specialization. Social Sciences is another program, and I would like to highlight one of the specialization here, which is mainly related to clinical psychology, which is thanatology. So in the entire Canada, only 3 or 4 universities are offering thanatology, and King's is one of them. So if you are looking for something related to clinical psychology or related to forensic science, then this is the right program for you. Then our business program, this program also includes a very good internship opportunity, and the duration of the internship is minimum 8 months, going up to 16 months. So it is one of the most liked internship program by the employers because of the duration, because 16 months time is good enough to understand your profile. And many students who have a good communication skill and a very strong profile manage to convert this part-time opportunity into full-time. And if you're looking for a purely finance-related program, we have a program called Finance and Wealth Management, which we are running with the collaboration of Fanshawe College. So after completion of this program, you will not only get your degree from Western University, but you will also get 2-year diploma in Finance and Wealth Management from Fanshawe College. Then our next program is for the students who are interested to work with the organizations like UN, or who would like to make their career in law. So this is the ideal program for them. Our graduates are either working with the non-governmental or governmental sectors, or they are pursuing their masters from the Western University. Talking about the tuition fee, which is the most important part. So if you are considering business program, 45,000 Canadian dollars per year is the tuition fee. And for social science and art specific program, 36,000 Canadian dollars is the tuition fee. And we do have on-campus residences, and the cost is 13,000 Canadian dollars for the entire year. This is the kind of a reward you can expect during a study at King. So we do have an entrance scholarship, which is completely based on your academics of grade 12. We don't consider grade 10 or 11. We just consider your grade 12 percentage, and the minimum scholarship you can avail in the year one is 10,000, and the maximum it can go up to $16,000. Apart from the entrance scholarship, we do offer continuing scholarship, which are the additional scholarship, and which is based on your performance in the senior year. So the scholarship which you can be eligible for in the second year will depend on your performance in the year one. Also at King's, we do offer an international work experience program, under which we are giving you a guaranteed job opportunity from the very first month on campus. So if you wish to go for this program, you have to register yourself once you arrive at King's and start working from the very first month on campus. It gives you more opportunity to gain some work experience as well as earn some extra money. This is our minimum requirement in terms of academic, the average of 73% in grade 12. And we do accept IELTS, TOEFL, or PTE. Mathematics is not a mandatory requirement for any of the programs. So even if you're looking for a business program, grade 12 maths is not a mandatory requirement. At King's, we do have two major intakes, January and September. Right now, we are accepting the applications for September 21, and the application can be made on the basis of projected score. There are two ways to apply. One is through King's portal, and if you would decide to submit the application through the direct portal, you can be eligible for an application fee waiver. And the another way is through OUAC. If you wish to apply through OUAC, because you'll be applying for multiple institutions, then you have to pay the required application fee. We need the following documents in order to start review your application. So your projected scores, IELTS or TOEFL, and your passport, resume, and a statement of purpose if you have them. If you have a very strong SOP, then please submit it. Otherwise, it is not a mandatory requirement. Or documents supporting your non-academic achievement if you have any, because that will make you eligible to get $1,500 scholarship extra. Once you're fully accepted at King's, you can apply to the on-campus residences. The deadline generally for September intake is June 1st. And again, we do have several support services to help you during your entire academic journey at King's. Extracurricular activity, and the best part is, apart from the activities organized by King's, you're allowed to participate in all the competition runs by the University of Western Ontario. And these are my contact details for King's. So if you have any question related to King's, please feel free to ask or give me a call or email me, and I'll be there until at the end of the session. So you can ask any question you may have regarding VIU and King's. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Neha. So very quickly, I'll move on to the next university. I would like to invite Mr. Daljit Panging from ESSEC Business School.
Good morning, Almas. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, great. One second, I'll just try to find out the presentation. So, yes. So I'm Daljit Panging, International Recruitment Manager for ESSEC Business School for both the campus, Paris as well as in Cersei, Paris as well as in Singapore. So I am not able to share the screen. Yeah, can you see?
Yes, it's there.
Okay, great. So, so good morning once again, the student from Hyderabad Public School. It is unfortunate that this time I was not able to be in your campus. Of course, you have a very beautiful and lovely campus with very intelligent student. And every year we have several applicants from your institution who apply for our business program, for the global BBA program for Paris as well as in Singapore campus. So today I just quickly brief you about the global BBA program, about the curriculum, about the eligibility criteria. At the same time, why one should apply for global BBA program at ESSEC, and at the same time, what is the placement statistics and what the student can expect. So ESSEC, we are creating the manager in the business world since 1907. Although it's a French B school, the entire curriculum is in English. So the student, they don't have to think like you need to learn French for the curriculum. It is not required, 100% in English. So in the next slide, you can see few alumni who are from ESSEC and who actually recruit our students for internship, for job opportunities. And because of that, ESSEC students, especially starts from the global BBA program, the students are placed before their, I would say, before they graduate. So if you see the global BBA program in France, it is ranked #1 since last 12 years. In this next slide, you can see the global BBA program. Of course, I need to change this one. It is 2017 ranking, but if you see 2019 ranking, the MIM program, it is Financial Times international ranking, it is top 3, and Master in Finance is ranked #4. So it is really a highly regarded program in the world. In fact, in MSc in Management, we have a dual degree with IIM Ahmedabad. It's not an exchange program, it's a dual degree with IIM Ahmedabad. And the students, if you think like, if you get a degree from ESSEC, whether it will be accepted in other institute or other country, just to make sure that ESSEC, all the degree from bachelor's as well as master program, it is triple accredited. So it is what we call triple crown accreditation. Very few B school, they have this triple crown accreditation. So I'm sure everybody knows about Paris. So I don't have to mention about the Paris campus, but here in this slide, I want to tell you why one should study in Singapore. So this slide gives a brief idea about Singapore. And interestingly, the student, although you apply and you study Singapore campus as an initial campus, but your degree, it will come from European Union. You get it from France. And because of that, if you see Union, it's a Schengen country. So you are allowed to travel with the French visa more than 20 countries, as well as not only traveling for your internship, at the same time for your job. So you don't have to apply in the other countries, means other than the Schengen countries. So you can apply in between the Schengen countries, so more than 22 countries, and because of the placement is very high. So why the placement is very high in ESSEC? Because our main idea is learning by doing. Whatever you learn in the campus, it is not that you will finish your degree, then you will start applying that. So while studying right from the first year, in fact, after the first semester, you are applying what you learn in different industry. So, and when I say when you apply, that means you are officially working for a company. So which gives you a kind of remuneration. And at the same time, you can apply for a track called, which is apprenticeship track. And I think only ESSEC has this track. which means in 4 years of your global BBA program, last 2 years, you are working for a company. And while studying at ASEC, you are working for a company and you will get the salary for 2 years. You are gain experience, work experience. Plus, most important thing is you don't have to pay your last 2 years tuition fee to ASEC. The company where you are working, they will pay your tuition fee to us. So last 2 years, apparently, if I summarize it, you are paid to study at ASEC. So this slide, you will find it, it's very clear what it's saying. So you can find it in the website, you can find it in our brochure. So I will not talk about in details. So this is the curriculum in 4 years, what student can, what student will learn. So if you see, because of this curriculum, the student, they can apply in any industry. So in 4 years, the student has more than, now it is more than 170 partner university, where the student can cover more than 45 countries. So it is a big menu of the universities where you can apply for an exchange program. And because of that, what we say, the student, it is exploring yourself. Studying in ASEC is like explore yourself.
Sorry,
So
Mr. Daljit, can you show us the previous slide for a second?
Previous slide?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay.
I was just taking the screenshot.
Oh, okay, great. Thanks. Yeah, please feel free to interrupt me if you have any question in between also.
Sure, done.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so if you see in the language part, I would just want to highlight it. If you see the language part, although the curriculum is entirely English, but we teach French language. Doesn't matter if the student moves to France, starts in Paris campus or Singapore campus. Most of the Indian students, they don't speak a single word of French language, but we teach them French. Not only that, they need to choose one more language. And this language is not for the curriculum. This is to prepare them for the internship, for their apprenticeship track. So the whole curriculum, if you see in 4 years, the student become a global manager, I would say. And most of our recruiters, they are from the international companies. So for example, if you are applying for Louis Vuitton or if you apply for Google, you are eligible to apply or they would rather like to keep you because they become a truly global manager and you can fit any of the countries. So these are a few institutions where you can go for exchange. Like few of them are, you can say University of St. Gallen. It's ranked #1 universities in different program for the Financial Times ranking. And of course, you have the other institution. And you can see in our website, you can see the list of 160 institutes, all the top institutes from UK, from Canada, from US, you name it. It will be in that 170 plus institution. So you can also go for dual degree program. You get a degree from ASEC, another degree from any of the institution. So this slide will tell you what in our business language, what you can say the return on investment. So if you see whatever you learn in 4 years, it is not you are investing your 4 years of your life, but at the same time you are investing the tuition fee. So if you see, this is the initial average salary of a BBA student. Imagine after 4 years of your studies, maybe you are maybe 20, 21 or 22 years old and you are earning 36,50,000 Indian rupees. It's an initial average salary. The student earn more than that. And if you see any industry, the student can apply. And this graph, it shows which sector the student prefers during 2018 batch of BBA graduates. So in this slide, you can see the students' placement. you can see more than 64% of students, they get job, they get placement before graduation. And to get into this lovely and interesting global BBA program at ESSEC, what you need. First of all, you don't need to appear for TOEFL or IELTS score. Most of the students, they say like for visa for France, is it required? It is not required at all. To apply in ESSEC also, the TOEFL or IELTS not required, SAT scores is not required. If you are in class 12 students, you can apply with your predicted grade, and the online application is on. And if you apply now, you are eligible for any one of the scholarship. In fact, getting into ESSEC is a scholarship itself, because there's no tuition fee increment in entire 4 years. Doesn't matter whichever country you go as an exchange student. So if you need more information, if you want to build up your profile to apply in ESSEC, because we look at in a different way, so you can WhatsApp me your question, you can mail me your resume and essays, and it's an Indian number, so anytime you can call me. So at the same time, you can put your question for another few minutes.
At the same time, I'll ask you, as you talked about the profile building, what would you suggest the students of 10th, 11th, when they are towards 12th, that they should be doing it, whether it is your institute or as per your learning till now, how the CV or how the profile building should be focused on when they are not at that tense time of, seeking admission?
Great, great. Thanks for your question, ma'am. So actually, because if I talk about ESSEC, we are business school, so we are looking at the predicted grade of the students plus last 3 years of their academic. So when I say the academic, it is the like any other streams, they only look at the marks, the percentage. But in ESSEC, of course, there are some students where they might have a very low grade in 9th, a higher in 10th, lower in 11th, little bit higher in predicted. It is fine. The main idea, what we are looking at the resume as well as the profile of the students, like extracurricular activities, because the student, they should remember that when they apply, they should, we are looking at their academic curriculum, extracurricular activities, and at the same time, we are also taking an interview, how expressive they are. Because the students who are applying after 4 years, they will be a manager of a luxury brand company or a consulting company. So we are more looking at how expressive they are, how much they are expressing themselves, how they are, what they wrote in the resume or in the essay, how well focused they are. So that is the main idea, because if I think of maybe medicine or engineering students who apply, they might only look at the academic, but we, of course, some of the institutions also see the personal details, but we see how expressive they are. So the student doesn't need to get worried if their academic has a little bit of fluctuation, but they can write whatever they did in last 3 years as extracurricular activities. They can send it to me, and I will speak to each and every student separately, try to find out what are their creativity, what are their I would say, their way of doing things. So according to that, they can build up their profile. So hope I'm clear, ma'am.
Yes. So like, you mean to say whatever the child's basics are, keeping those things in mind, only the profile building comes up. So when you look at the extracurriculars, you'll have an idea that what actually are the interests. So based on that, you should just choose your area and proceed.
Exactly. Which is, you are correct, because there are some students who are very good in the academic. There are some students who are very good at sports. There are some students who are very good at dance, for example, or singing. So it's our program is like we are looking at the diversity of the student. I mean, the nationality of the students in a classroom, it is our strength. And this is because of that, ASEC is well known. Doesn't matter Paris or Singapore, we are not keeping more French students or for Paris campus or more the Southeast Asian students for Singapore campus. We have the equal diversity. We have the students from Peru, students from Argentina, students from Ethiopia in that way. As we are looking at the diversity of the students, at the same time, we are also looking at the students like where they are interested in, because we have more than 100 student clubs. The student who doesn't have the opportunity to go for skiing, they can go for skiing in the campus, they can go for horse riding, they can lead the team as a hockey player in ASEC. So because of that, we are looking at the students from different hobbies, I would say. And it's not like the student has to be a kind of state player. If they play or if they have the interest, it is very good. So we can continue to build up their profile while they're studying in ASEC in 4 years.
Right.
Thank you, Daljit. Thank you very much. We can continue this after the introductions.
Yes. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you. So now moving on to our Indian universities now. I would like to invite Professor George from BML Munjal University.
Thanks a lot,
Sir, over to you.
Almaz. So I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it's there.
Great. So the thought process, I'm Professor KJ George. I'm a part of the School of Management and School of Economics and Commerce at BML Munjal University. So just to start off for the thought from our campus, we are looking from here to the world, how the students is going to mature and progress. We have a 50-acre campus, 26 states, 2,700 students across those states, 15 plus international collaboration, 11 program, and 200 plus industry interaction companies coming into campus. Part of the Hero Group, founded by Dr. Brij Mohan Lal Munjal. So we have the Hero Moto, Hero Electronics, Rockman, Hero FinCorp, Hero Energy, and BML Munjal University was a part of the complete setup. We've been in the area of education for the last 7 decades. We've had the Dayanand Medical College, the BMC College of Education, the BCM chain of schools in Ludhiana. We have the BML Munjal Green Meadows School in Haridwar, the Kamanlal Munjal Vidya Mandir, which is sharing the screen with the university itself. The Hero Group was also one of the founders for ISB Hyderabad. That's the #1 B school in India. And we have our CSR initiative based out of Hamari Pari, Educate to Empower, Parivartan, and the Raman Kal Munjal Foundation itself. This is the governing body for us. Just leaving you for a couple of seconds there. This is the industry mentors or the advisory bodies across all spectrum of the industry are part of the advisory body. They help in the curriculum development and how and what to change. So in the forefront, what we're looking at, how we can develop human resource, which is important for both the organization as well as for the nation, how to make quality education affordable, accelerate research and development, and how to get the new innovation and practices into the area of education. Every individual or institution need to have a vision which kind of guides them in their path. For us, the vision is how we can make ethical leaders and how we can make our education more practically oriented as possible. I'll come to this later. These are the areas I'm going to talk about going forward. As I mentioned, 15 collaboration across the world, starting from the Singapore University in the east to St. Mary's College in the west, Berkeley, Carlston, Kent, Aston, Imperial College London was the premier mentor for us way back in 2013, 1 year before we started, and we have Warwick and Edgar. So there are 4 main key things which the university works on when it comes to the education. First thing is experiential learning, how we can ensure that the student is learning by doing. The next things are multidisciplinary learning, ensure that with engineering or with management, you're learning psychology, sociology, literature, art, drama. All those are part of the curriculum so that you have a complete 360-degree learning. Multi-dimensional learning is how we use simulation and case studies to make you aware of what the industry is doing and put you into a situation where you can think better. Life skills is another important area, as industries nowadays hire for the attitude, and they feel that they can develop their skills. So, how you handle resolutions, how you do handle conflicts, critical thinking, ethics, and the presentation skills. The experiential learning done through two multiple ways. One is the Center of Excellence and Partnerships, which we have with Microsoft, KPMG, Siemens, Hero, Shell, Intel, wherein you are learning from what they have done. So we have those centers there. Another way of doing experiential learning is practice schools, wherein what we ensure that either you have a 2-day immersion or a 15-day immersion. If you are a graduate in management, your internship is going to be 2 months. If you are BTech, it's going to be 6 months. So you're correlating between what you have learned in the classroom and what's exactly happening in the industry. These are the companies which come for practice schools. Again, leaving you for a couple of seconds there. 325 plus research and conference papers, 45 plus books and chapters by the faculty, and 17 plus patents. The programs which we have, the BTech program, not just the NEO programs, in the sense the data science, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, robotics, Internet of Things. These are the new areas coming up starting from 2013, and how things are evolving much faster. So we are ensuring that our curriculum in the BTech area also evolves faster. We have the traditional programs, the computer science, electronic, and the mechanical one. One thing about the BBA program and the BCom program is that it's modern to the core. So I was developing a program on digital transformation, which is the thing for today. And I was trying to map what are the courses in those areas. And when I compared with the courses with the BBA and the BCom, 65% of the digital transformation courses were already there. So, you are very abreast with what's happening in the world when you are learning in both the programs. When it comes to the BA and the law program, we are ensured that students who would like to get into the liberal part of it, that is the, for economics, the pure economics, getting into a MA in economics, or getting into financial economics as an analyst, or students who want to get into the corporate part of it, we have the management thing for it, management as a minor there. Same with law. You want to get into the judicial service, or you want to be a lawyer, that's the BA law. And for the BBA, for people who want to get into the management, the corporate law part of it. The BBA program, the regular programs we have, but there are students from family business. So those who want to go back to the family business, we have a BBA in family business and entrepreneurship, and the NEO ones in analytics and digital marketing as well. Our faculties across the world, working across the world, done their PhDs from these centers and schools and universities. As I said, 2013 was when Imperial London College became our academic mentor. 14, we started. 17, we were dedicated to the nation by the then President late Sri Pranab Mukherjee ji. 2019, we became a part of the NRF ranking, and the School of Management was ranked 37th, the highest a new entrant was ranked. These are the awards and accolades which we have won. Would not like to go deep into this. We've been ranked for the last 2 years in the top 10 campus nationally for National Employability Award by Aspiring Mind. These are the brands which come. You can add Deloitte, Capgemini, Cognizant, Hexaware to these, which were added this year. Innovation, entrepreneurship is a very important buzz for our campus. So we have Atal Innovation Center, we have Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center. We celebrate innovation and by our program called Propel. It's going to happen sometime in February. This is for our placements. Life at campus, very vibrant. You will have all the clubs which you need: sports, tennis, soccer, cricket, indoor badminton, kabaddi, snooker, volleyball. All the things are there. For the application and for the scholarship, I would request you to go to the website and check that. Scholarship ranges from 25% to 100%, depending upon your scores and your interview. Thank you very much, Almas, for your time.
Thank you, sir. Very short and sweet. So moving on to the next Indian university, I would like to invite Ms. Ashwini from Ariel University.
Hi, Almas. Just a moment. Let me just put on my, yes. I hope you guys can see my screen.
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Good morning, everyone. I am Ashwini. I'm from Ariel University. We are Asia's first liberal sciences university. We tend towards more of STEM courses. We are a liberal education university and we are located in Bangalore. So what we do here is we concentrate on things where you guys learn about futuristic course, which will be relevant, say, after you finish your degree program. So how do we go about it? Now, let me just explain how Ariel University works. So all of us know that you guys have an enormous number of courses to select through. I'm sure you guys might be confused. There will be a lot of things that might come up which can confuse you and things like that. So what we do here in Ariel is we provide you 4 degrees and 5 different futuristic majors. Now you don't have to announce your combination of degree and majors right away. We welcome you guys with an open mind. You can start your first year degree program by learning about all the degrees and all the majors in foundation. Depending on the interest of what you guys want to learn further, while moving to your second year, you can announce your degree and your major combination and move ahead with your degree programs. So what are the degrees that we provide here are, just a minute, I'm not going to do all the press PPT, but yes. So we provide you guys BBA, BDes, BSc and BTech as the degree programs. Now you can combine these any degree with any major that we provide. So the majors that we provide are digital transformation, energy science, interactive technology, life science, and mobility. Now, what do we teach in interactive technologies is more of AR, VR, web design, animation. You can get into gaming companies. You can get into all these new age, nuanced technology that work towards entertainment and things like that. Then we have digital transformation. This is more into coding, artificial intelligence, data science, robotics, and things like that. So people who want to do computer science or electronics can pick this major. Then we have mobility. Now we all know for a fact that petroleum is something that is already getting extinguished or getting costlier day by day. So the future is going to be more of electrical vehicles. So we will be teaching you more about electrical vehicles and mobility. Or to per se, you will be learning about electrical vehicles, drones, and avionics and things like that. Then comes the energy science. Again, as I said, there are a lot of energy sources that we are already losing out. So we should be concentrating more on things which come through to us through nature. So here you will be learning about solar energy, thermal energy, how these energies can be used for your day-to-day purposes and things like that. Then there is life science, where you can see that you will be learning about gene alteration and industrial biotechnology. Now, when I say that, this will not just be a study of the microbials or about humans. It will be a study of all the microbials on this earth, regardless of creating medicines or gene alteration for humans. This will be more learning about all the microbials on this earth. After doing this course, you can get into companies like which do R&Ds. The companies like who are creating COVID vaccinations, different type of medications. So the students who are who would want to get into medical or wanted to be a doctor, and for some insane reason they cannot get into, they can always have a choice of this. So these are our 5 different majors that we provide. So as I said, you can always pick a degree and combine it with any major that you would want to connect to on the basis of the foundation that you learn in the first year. So this is how the course goes. So in the first year, you learn about the all these things in foundation, and once you jump towards your second year, you will not just be learning things through theory classes of practicals. You will also be learning things through life projects. That is what will be considered as your internships. So every year, that is from second year, you will be working on these life projects for minimum 3 months. So by the time you finish your degree program, you will have 9 months of work experience on your hand. So you will be also learning things from experienced people from the industry. So you will be also identified by these people to be hired later on after your colleges are finished. These are a few academic council members. So when I say academic council member, they are not just helping us build our curriculum, but they will also be here physically to teach you guys for a few weeks every trimester that we provide. So you can see people across the world here from Caltech, IIT, and all possible places. So you will be exposed towards all their experience from the education industry, as well as their experience from the corporate industries or the industry, respective industries that they have worked in. Okay, now when it comes to the placements, as I said, you guys will be working on life projects and things like that, which you will be in the eyes of the company people to get hired. Plus, we are also tied up with Accelerator, who helps students to find jobs across all the universities around. They have already helped around 10,000 students to get placed. Okay, without further ado, okay, let's go to our application form. So we have a 3-step application form. It's all complete online application process. You go ahead and fill our application online, which consists of essays, personal essays, say perspective and views, social awareness that you might have done. We would want to see how you can put across your thought process into words. Once that is done, we have a group discussion and then a one-on-one interview with our faculty. And after these 3 processes, we roll out your offer for admission. The fees for our courses are 7 lakhs per annum. Just give me a minute. Okay. The fees is 7 lakhs per annum. Then we do provide a hostel facility as well. That would cost you 1,80,000 per annum. Our admission cycle is open right now, our second round, which will end on 13th of February. You will get your results on 14th. This is our admission cycle. I will be posting my details in the chat box. You can always get in touch with me if you have more questions for us. Thank you, Almas.
Thank you very much, Ashwini. So moving on to the next university, I would like to invite Ms. Latika from NIIT.
Thank you, Almas. Good
Latika,
morning. Yes. 1 second. I'll just share my screen. I hope the presentation is visible.
Yes, it's there, Latika.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Latika, regional head for NIT University. Thank you very much for joining us here. And on behalf of NIT University, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the students of Hyderabad Public School. So NIT University is a not-for-profit university notified by the government of Rajasthan, a premier institution marked by the higher learning and research. The university inherits more than 3 decades of rich expertise and global know-how of the NIT group. NIT University is a multidiscipline university focusing on amazing areas of technology and management. It is located in a 100-acre campus at Neemrana, Rajasthan, 105 kilometers away from Delhi Airport. Nestled in the Aravalli Hills, the fully residential campus offers an idyllic and intellectually vibrant environment for pursuing higher education and research. So some of the reasons why student can opt up this university, like University of the Year award was given to NIT University in the year 2020 by the Indian Education Congress. 6 months of industry practice mentored by faculty as well as industry experts. As I was telling you, it's powered by NIT Group, 38 years of excellence in education, 100% placement and over 690 placement partners. Equal importance is given to the co-curricular activities as well. And undergraduate research projects is also one of the, you can say that keen area what we take it up. And then the student get an opportunity to customize their curriculum. So we give the opportunity to the student to customize 31% of the curriculum. So moving ahead, the curriculum at NU is planned with right mix of research and industry relevant subjects taught through project-based learning. So as you can see that we have this specialization in BTech. So we have computer science engineering, wherein you can take up data science or big data engineering, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, or cloud computing as your specialization. We have also electronics and communication engineering, wherein specialization can be opted in wireless communication, communication and signal processing, data science, Internet of Things, VLSI, embedded system, robotic, and automation. Biotechnology also one of the other stream which a student can opt for, wherein they get opportunity to take up industrial biotechnology, plant biotechnology, environmental biotechnology, bioinformatics, and food technology. So even further going ahead, BTech, we offer further specializations in communication and computer engineering, data science, as well as cybersecurity. There is also a 4-year integrated MSc Computer Science program. Hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah. We also have this 4-year integrated MSc program. So in this, if you can see that for the students who have not opted mathematics in their +2 and would like to get into the computer science or engineering industry sector, so those students can opt for this program wherein they have specializations in big data engineering, cloud computing, cybersecurity, mobile technology, and going on. We have also a management program wherein we have a 3-year BBA program for the students who are interested to take up their career in management sector with specializations in finance, business analytics, and digital marketing. The students get an opportunity to get into 1-year industry practice. So that's give them a lot of experience, hands-on experience, how the industry works and what things they have to learn before entering into this industry. There is also another program, which is an integrated MBA program for the students who would like to opt for a management program till the PG level. So here we have the specializations in marketing and marketing analytics, entrepreneurship, finance and banking, fintech, business analytics, communication and media studies, digital and social media marketing. Some of the placement partners. So we have more than 680 partners. So there is 100% placement given to all students who have successfully completed their program. And the campus also, students have a very, very active life in the campus. We manage 20+ student-run clubs ranging from robotics to photography, music to adventure. Club organizes multiple events all around the year, and at many opportunities and are given to the students to participate. So before I conclude, I just want to say that when you start your education journey at NIT University, you don't just start an academic program. You actually embrace a new life, a life where you will be mentored, motivated, and given an ideal environment to achieve your career dream. So you can reach us on the following numbers, which is given on the screen, or you can also visit us at our website, www.nituniversity.in. So the application process have already started. So any queries, any questions you have, you can feel free to reach us. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you,
students.
Latika. Thank you, Latika. So as all your presentations were self-explanatory, so I would like to invite more questions from the students. And before moving to the students, I would like to hand over to Ms. Reena. So if you have any query from any of the university, ma'am, you can go ahead.
It has been great listening to all, ma'am, and I have been myself taking notes because the children are surely separately messaging me even, and sometimes it's again the mismatch of the time when they want to have the information. So I keep all the information stored with me, talking to these people and all endless universities we come in contact with. So I think we moved across different countries and we talked about different colleges. And the first university was OP Jindal. So there's a child who was talking about medicine. And is Trinity College Dublin also providing medicine?
Nilanjana, ma'am.
Yes, hi, we do provide medicine, but our School of Medicine only accepts IB or A levels and not CBSC. But
Okay, so for the, I guess for the medicine, you can talk to Ms. Priyanka.
Yeah, I got it. So there was a child who was saying she missed something and the medicine part of especially Trinity College. So that rest of the thing I have notified, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to barge in and say, ma'am, if there's
sure.
for medicine and you need any more information, please feel free to contact me.
Sure. I already noted down your number, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So any other question, ma'am, from any of the representative?
It's all good, ma'am. We are very well connected to the Swiss group, the Munjals, the Jindal, the Singapore, the Swiss education groups, and they have been a part of our all education fairs, and we individually also hold the sessions. So it has been great listening to all, and we never know like at what point of time what query comes up and how we are able to assist the children. But
definitely.
It's always great to keep on listening to the updates of the school. And what happens generally is surely these are the academic scores that matter and the institute's interest is that matters. But as simplify we will do to these children, they will not be in the panic.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. So there was one question from one student. It was an open question. I guess Nilanjana ma'am has already answered that, but I would like to once again repeat that one. So he says, do you have any course in physics? So he has not mentioned the name of the university. So any university present here who is offering the course in physics, you can go ahead and answer this question.
Yeah, Suleiman had asked for courses in physics.
Yeah, so Trinity has answered. So any other university who wants to clarify this question, you can go ahead and answer that.
Alma's Deepa here from Queens, and
Yeah, Deepa.
we can say that yes, we have a department of physics within Faculty of Arts and Sciences, and we offer a combination of physics with astronomy and physics and mathematics as full-time undergraduate majors. But I believe I somewhere read that this student is interested in masters. But going ahead, Queens also has, because it's a full-fledged department, we also have masters in physics with combinations. So you can check out the website or contact us and we'll be happy to share more information.
Okay, so we have one more open question from Gaurav. He says, do we need to get 80% or more in the board exams of ISC board? Yeah, so one by one, if you can answer that question. So Deepa has already answered. Yeah, one by one, you can go ahead and answer this question.
So Almas, hi, I'm Shantanu Mukherjee from NIIT University.
Yes, Shantanu.
Just to respond to the query of Gaurav, at NIIT University, there are two set of programs that we offer. One, the programs in technology domain, which is 4 years of BTech or 5 years of integrated MTech and 4 years of integrated MSc immediately after class 12. For that, the eligibility criteria is only 60% marks in class 12 as well as in PCM. Whereas those who want to make a career in the domain of management, we offer 3-year BBA and 4-year integrated MBA. There, the eligibility criteria is 50%. So it is not 80% anywhere. I think not in any Indian university, at least.
Okay. So anyone else who wants to pitch in and answer this question? Yes, Doljit, I can see you smiling. You are on mute. You are on mute.
Okay, so for ESSEC, I hope the student is talking about the predicted grade of 80%.
I hope so, yeah.
So if it's a predicted grade of 80%, of course, until and unless you apply, you are not, you won't know that. But it also depends on the round, which round you are applying. And at the same time, we also see not only the predicted, but last 3 years of the transcript of the students, as well as the resume, as well as the essays. Plus, most important thing is how the teachers recommend of the students. So because we need 2 recommendation letter from the teachers, and it is not from the school, it is our own recommendation criteria with some questionnaires to evaluate the students. So I suggest the student can apply for ESSEC if they are 80%. And of course, if they should have the subject related with commerce stream. Maths is not mandatory, but if they have maths, it's well and good. So I hope I'm clear.
Yeah. So I just want to ask this question to Priyanka. Priyanka, what is the criteria actually to get into St. George's? And do students, students who are giving NEET here in India, are they also eligible to go for your college?
Thanks for the question, Almas. So, like I said previously, it's the location of the university which is the biggest advantage at St. George's. So, because we are not in the Indian subcontinent, we don't require NEET. Because we are not in the US country, we are not a part of America. That's why we don't require a SAT or an MCAT. Similarly, we don't require a BMAT or a UK CAT because we are not in that country. So, to be honest, location is the biggest advantage for St. George's. And in spite of the fact that we don't need these competitive exam scores, we are accredited, recognized, and extremely well accepted by all the major nations in the world.
So this means they can come back and practice anytime in India.
Absolutely. So we are recognized by the US Department of Education, by all the 5 major boards in the US, medical boards, the GMC in the UK, the MCI in India, and about 43 more medical councils across the globe recognize us. And the biggest advantage is that you don't have to decide right now which country you want to practice, because the SGU pathway leads you to 2 major countries, which is US and UK. So if you get the UK pathway, if you take the UK pathway, you can always practice in Commonwealth countries very easily, India being a part of them. And if you follow the US pathway, you can practice in almost all the 50 states in the US, plus 50 more countries across the globe, because the license is valid.
And they also have an advantage to study at Ramaya in India.
Absolutely. So that, I think, is the biggest addition, or the biggest feather in the cap of St. George's students, because there's so much permutation combination in terms of the campuses that we have. So there's so much exposure. You can do the first year at Ramaya, you can do the first 2 years in UK, Northumbria campus in Newcastle. You can always study at the flagship campus in Grenada. And the last 2 years definitely are outside the island, are outside Grenada, West Indies, because that is where the clinical exposure is. You know, we are associated with 70 plus clinical sites across the globe, majorly in US and UK, about 70 plus in US and UK. And these are the places where you get hands-on experience. The best part is that this is facilitated by the university. You don't have to go out there, apply yourself and get into them. It's facilitated by the university. You get choices. You can tell us where you want to go. And these are the places where you get a hands-on experience for your clinical internship.
Thank you, Priyanka. So I guess most of the universities present here are having their intakes right now. So I would like to request all the students to kindly visit the websites, their websites for the specific information. And although they have provided the information here, and I'll be posting this video on our YouTube page. And before moving ahead, I have a question here. So this is for ESSEC. So Nigama is asking, is there a certain percentage requirement for 12th? Daljit, this one is for you.
Yeah, so the percentage is, of course, if it's higher, then it's always better. But at the same time, if somebody has a kind of a higher percentage, but it's not expressive enough in the resume or in the essays, or somehow the teachers doesn't recommend well about the student for a SEC, so it is a bit difficult. So I would say there are some students who are, say 98%, they are not in a SEC, but there are some students who are, I would say 92% or 89% they are in a SEC. So it is not only the percentage, it is the overall profile of
profile, yeah,
as well as how the teacher recommend the students for ESSEC.
And because ESSEC is also not taking any competitive exam scores.
Absolutely.
So it is the overall profile that you're taking.
Yes, we don't have any internal examination. We are not looking for TOEFL, IELTS, SAT. So it is, so the students should remember that they are applying for a business school. So it should be more expressive. They should think themselves as a kind of product, and thinking why ESSEC should take them.
Thank you, Daljit.
ESSEC should, the applicants should always think like there's another competitor, another student from their classroom. So what makes him different, or makes him different? So at that time, it will come out in the profile, because everybody, like for example, the student who are applying there from the same school, same grade, there must be something which is unique to that particular student. So it should come out.
It is your perspective which makes you different.
Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree with you, Almas. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Reena ma'am, for letting us have this session. I guess we have one more question in the chat box. So this is for Swiss education. So the question is, are we supposed to write any SAT exams for Swiss education? And what is the percentage required for that, for the admission?
Yeah, thank you for the question, Almas. We don't require a SAT examination. The student doesn't require a SAT examination. The student needs to sit for an IELTS examination. That is mandatory. And we only accept IELTS examination, and they need to score a minimum of 5.5 and 6 overall. And regarding the percentage, it's a hospitality school. So we see the overall, profile of the students, and there is no set, percentage required for the hospitality schools. Also, the student needs to write a motivation letter, which is like a SOP. Their statement of purpose needs to be strong. And on that basis, the students will be interviewed during their initial round before the offer letter has been offered to the students. And accordingly, the student will get the offer letter, and also the scholarship will be decided on the interview before we give the offer letter to the students.
Okay. Thank you, Deep. I hope you have got your answer. So Now, as we do not have any question right now, so I guess it's the time to wrap up. So we'll meet you in the next session, all the delegates.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, everybody. And
Thank you.
see you soon again, individually or again in a fair again. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
maybe physically very soon.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, thank you everyone. So it's goodbye for now. Take care, stay safe and stay healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.